we are tuned to our environment and as well the water. So we should be drinking the water from. So why should you two drink water from Slovenia? Although we have great water, I mean you should be drinking your spring water from your environment. So the program in Flaska is returning your water to your spring water.
Hello, it's Claire and Tracy. Welcome to episode 18 of Happy, Healthy and Healed. Today we spoke to the wonderful Maks Vrečko from Flaska about his personal profound journey to creating the Flaska brand and his understanding of structured, coherent water.
He shared his visions and heartfelt passion for the importance of the right type of water for the health of us all and our planet. We hope you enjoy as much as we did.
Well, we're going to repeat what we just said, but thank you so much. We are absolutely honoured to be in your presence and to learn about your journey, Maks. So thank you very much for joining us. So we want to just start. How did you get into structured water? Because I think we learned, you were telling me this morning that you used to be a policeman, which I think is amazing. So where did it go from a policeman to structured water, which is absolutely amazing?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be in your company, Tracy and Claire. Thank you for inviting me. I don't know where you dig that information. I keep it quiet a little bit. But nevertheless, yes, I was policeman for 10 years. And the whole system is so rigid, I said I have to find a way to express myself more and to be more beneficial. So since I married to a girl, which at her home they have a farm. So yes, what we should do, and somehow an idea that we should raise strawberries came to living or to life. So yes, it was in 1993 when I get the idea for strawberries. In 98, I started just that business, leaving the police work. And then in 2003, I kind of get into the intimate connection with water because a friend of mine said, you know what, I know this living water and the strawberries could grow better. I said, okay, living water, structured water, obviously. I don't know, but it makes sense because fruits has 89% of water. So if we will change the water, there is possibility that strawberries will be better. So yes, we said let's try it out. So I split the field in two parts. It was quite big field, so the differences should be obvious. And let's say the first couple of weeks I was there obviously every day, and there was no visible differences. So somehow I said, well, it's not working, but it didn't cost me much because it was testing how the technology would be in the strawberries. But later, when we start to pick up the strawberries, it was, I mean, it's like encountering the higher force. Somebody would say God, or like you're really shocked because when you see the difference in the taste, how much healthier strawberries were, and 18% bigger yield, everything was to me truly shocking, and I was just sitting there in our house and grasping for there. I said, I mean, water is everywhere. I mean, we can do miracles with it. So yeah, that was the start in 2003, and then in the next 6 years, we were testing a lot with different vibrational programs, and that was kind of primary school for me for what I do now, because plants are there and you can monitor them and see what is good for them and not. They obviously show that, I mean, with us, with people, it's more difficult. We are so much on the go and so many influences, but the plants really show what they enjoy. And
yeah, and I suppose strawberries are they're quite delicate. I think about my strawberries that I get, and you buy them and then they're very delicate, aren't you? You've got to really look after them. So
yeah,
I imagine either way you'll notice it quite quickly,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one thing that was really I was amazed about is shelf life, because strawberries don't last very long. So here, let's say the one with structured water, after 4 days, they were still really good. While with normal water, they already showed the visual signs that, well, it's still okay, not rotten, but maybe not so appealing as well.
So you've given them more vitality, I suppose, haven't you? It's like it's that.
Yes, I mean, even the stories goes just beyond strawberries. Okay, one is after the season when plants are tired, and the part with structured water were still visible. Like if you look, it's similar with the people. Somebody can be 60 years old and look like 80, or somebody 60 years old and look like 50. So it was the same with strawberries. They were truly vital with structured water, and as well because you have to rotate the cultures. It's not good to have strawberries there year after year after year.
Okay.
When we put the other culture on that exact field, the other plants as well showed the difference. So it was not just the strawberries, but the quality of the soil changed. So the vibration of the whole field in that part, together with the soil quality, has changed. So that was amazing. I was truly amazed.
That is such a lovely story. So from policeman to meeting a lovely lady to strawberries.
How do you know? She is lovely.
And so that's a really lovely story. So how were you structuring the water for the strawberries? Was that through frequency as well, or
Yeah, it was a special filter with ceramic tubes. And we were in that filter, we were at the same time vortexing the water, and the ceramic tubes was imprinted with vibrational program, and that's how we transfer the vibrations or informations into the water, and then of course we receive the positive effects of strawberries.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I loved how you first spoke about being a policeman when you said that you felt restricted within that role, and then you've been put into this new flow where you're completely like water. You've gone off, you're not restricted, you're in flow, you're listening to nature, the soil, the strawberries, the water. And yeah, what incredible results that you've had. Yeah, that when you ended up.
Yeah, it's I mean the best part of it, because I was open to everything, because obviously I went to police school and not farming school. So I didn't have a clue about strawberries and farming, etc. And then you try everything. As in a matter of fact, there is a small anecdote. I was even, because there are rumors and informations on the internet how we can influence the weather. Okay, of course, some people do it from, let's say, a little bit strange intentions. But nevertheless, I was trying that, and I really succeed into influencing the weather. You wouldn't believe. But of course, I missed the I can expand on this story. I don't know if you want to go here. But the point is, I was so I know I really know what kind of weather is the best for strawberries.
Yes.
So the certain temperature.
So tell us, because that's one thing we are quite good at growing in England, actually, strawberries. So share.
So you have to have let's say it's not, if it is too hot, it's not okay. If it is too cold as well, etc., etc. So I created a perfect weather, and I was amazed because despite the perfect weather, the strawberries were not the perfect taste.
Right.
So my intention was completely wrong. I was concentrating on the weather, but not on the final outcome, on great strawberries.
Yeah.
So the next year I was not doing the weather, but I was concentrating on the strawberries and moreover on the effect of strawberries when people are eating them, because it's amazing. With one strawberry, it's like you're changing people's life, and when you succeed in that, then you are on the right path. So we should be concentrating our intentions on the final outcome, not on the steps in between, because then your direction
Yes.
can be completely
That's
wrong.
we've just been learning all about that. We've just got back from Joe Dispenza weekend with him.
We've been in Barcelona for a retreat, and that's exactly what we've been learning over that period.
Intention.
Don't worry about the middle bit, just go straight for the taste.
Yes, exactly. And then you find out, okay, it's raining 3 weeks, but the strawberries are still great in taste. And then you wonder, okay, this is how does it work? What are the mechanisms behind? So what Joe is teaching, and of course other people in this field, is really important.
Wonderful.
It is really wonderful.
Yeah. So let's go to 2003. So you've got this incredible outcome. You can see that what you're doing, you're testing. How did you start? Where did you begin to start about getting into all of this?
Yes.
All these wonderful things that we have.
They are well loved as well, I might add.
By all our families.
All our families absolutely love the bottles.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The school
Well, it was somehow strawberries fell from the sky to me and my wife, and in 2009, after 16 years, we said, well, let's do something else. It was kind of, everything was great, but you kind of feel we can do more in the life. So let's make more people happy. And then my initial idea was to promote water structuring technology to other farmers. It's not just for strawberries. It's for milk production. It's for other vegetables. Water is everywhere. And after, let's say, 1 year of trying, the other colleagues, farmers, they didn't understand what I'm offering to them. The water structuring concept and programming the water, etc., with information was really strange to them. So I was not successful there, and in that time, an idea came. We are drinking from plastic bottles. Why we are polluting the planet? And okay, glass is same as ceramics, so we can program it. And okay, this is an interesting idea. So we implemented the technology that we were using in strawberries into the, obviously, glass water bottle, and I kind of test series was 70 pieces. I kind of give it away to friends, relatives, people that I knew, and it was a very positive response, and that's how Flaska was born. And then we simply started to in that time was actually difficult to get water bottles. Now obviously the market is full of reusable glass water bottles, but back in 2010 it was not such a case. And now we are still here, and our customers are happy.
I just would love to be inside the mind of all those moments and those pinnacle moments and those changes of you're like, okay, well, maybe we should just do this, and how that starts and grows. It's just such a beautiful turning point in people's lives. It's almost as if it's like a gift, isn't it? Because you're changing people's lives with water and how they drink, and the world, really, because once we start to learn how we can feed our soil, the microbiome, the planet, the rivers, everything, and as soon as that starts to raise its beautiful vibration and be happy, then everything within it is going to do exactly the same in my eyes. So it's such an amazing thing to be a part of. Did you have any like inspirations, any people that you look to sort of find out information, like, or did it all come organically from you?
Yeah, I mean it's if you they say you have to go with the flow, and if you do that, then you're on the right path, because the idea of promoting technology to farmers, I invested 20,000 euros and nothing happened. And the first series of Flaska, in the investment was 150 euros, and everything happened. So it's kind of a different perspective. And when you let's say let those things more to run your life, then it is easier. But for me, it was as well, the experience with strawberries was extremely helpful, because there is, of course, many products for water structuring out there. And my idea was, okay, so the technology is truly not a problem. Like how to implement vibrations and informations into the glass. It's more what kind of informations we will choose to have them the maximum gain or the best effect for the people, because we are different. So men and women, young and old, somebody from the United States is different than from somebody from UK or from Russia or from Japan or wherever. So what kind of program should there be that we would have universal and it would cover all the needs of the people? This is what was kind of in my mind. So yes, it's obviously I have to now tell you more about it.
Yeah, so I want to learn about that, but I'm just wondering if we go back a step and just find out a little bit more about what structured water is in your eyes and why it's so important, and then we can kind of go back to like the frequencies and
and I want to know what these lines are. But anyway, we'll go back to that.
Structured water
to you.
So it's structured water has many layers. We can look from the perspective of, let's say, on one side, unstructured water is completely chaotic. So molecules run around without any specific order. And on the other side, we have hexagonal structure, or the fourth phase of water by Pollack, which is order. So this is kind of what should the purpose be? Yes, it's chaotic, but when we have order and we could even call it love, then this is what our purpose is. So it's and water is helping us to achieve that. So when we drink structured water, it's then we have more energy, because with normal water we have to, obviously our body needs structured water. If we are drinking normal, then we have to use some of our energy to restructure it, and then we use it, for ourselves and for everything, how we function. But if you already drink structured water, then this energy is available for, let's say, fighting some viruses, or for, let's say, having new ideas how to improve the quality of the world, etc., that we live in, etc. So and as well, it's about the structured water. One thing is to have structured water, and other thing is as well that it's how should I say, that it's practical, that because this is idea how to implement the technology into the product, that because we don't have time to meditate over water or to expose it to sun and to put the minerals inside and then wait, etc. It's many things, and so yeah, it's one thing is to drink that, and what other is that the product or the use of structured water is not influencing everyday life, but you just have it as on the go.
It's when you talk about that chaos, really, it's just stress. The water's stress because it's going through, because it's like how our brains work. You know, when we're under stress, there's chaos. We can't think straight, and it's
incoherent.
It's the same as the water.
It's not in its flow, and it's the state that it wants to be in.
Exactly.
So
and then it's let's say, call it eating energy instead of giving you energy.
Yes.
And you actually have done tests, haven't you, on the water, on how, because this is nothing to do with purifying the water. So we're not going to go down that rabbit hole of cleaning the water and what systems like. We could be here for months. But you have done testing on normal straight water, haven't you? Putting it into the Flaska with some incredible results.
Yes, truly, we have tests that Flaska water is very good for microbiota in our guts, etc. So, and as well, Masaru-Emoto test and other tests that we have done. But for me, the most important test is how Flaska is there outside in the life, in the life of the people. That, I mean, if customers wouldn't be happy with the product, we wouldn't be any more time in the market, despite the fantastic results in the laboratories. Because one thing is, let's say, laboratory and the controlled environment, and other thing is how product is out there in, I wouldn't call it the Wild West, but yeah, I mean, it's our life is complicated and it can be stressful.
Yeah, it's such a wonderful solution, isn't it, for every day, and just to give you that perfect water, which is so fundamental for health. Like it is everything. We are walking water tanks.
Water tanks,
well,
not fish tanks,
aquariums. Yeah,
aquariums. Yeah,
with all the microbiome swimming around, and that microbiome needs the water too. It needs good water, and we need to communicate, and all of that is key to our health and our longevity and our
mental health.
Function.
It's not just physical health, is it? It's every part, every aspect of health.
So let's go back to the frequencies.
It's Claire's favourite topic.
Yes.
So let's still think. So how does it work? Is it a special type of glass? Tell me everything.
And my question is, are these beautiful lines that go? Is that there to mimic water? Is that giving water the flow?
Yeah, it is to mimic. If we touch on that one, it is to mimic the water, but as well the curves are helping because they are not just outside of the Flaska bottle; they are inside as well. So when you drink it or before you drink and you shake a little bit, because water loves movement, loves water vortexes, and that is helping to be more efficient. Yeah, so that's let's say a mechanical aspect of water structuring, and of course we have the vibrational aspect. Every glass can be programmed, and when we ask ourselves what the best water would be, I came to the conclusion that each person is, let's say, tuned to their environment. So it's like with the food. I mean, in Europe, we should eat apples and I mean, what is grown here, not bananas.
But coconuts.
Yeah, I do eat bananas, and I have coconut sugar, etc. So, but we are tuned to our environment and as well the water. So we should be drinking the water from. So why should you two drink water from Slovenia? Although we have great water, I mean you should be drinking your spring water from your environment. So the program in Flaska is returning your water to your spring water, to back to its original state. This is the let's say one part of the program which is in the Flaska, and the second part of the program is that it is to some extent open coded. That means because water has its own intelligence, and through the special sign which is in the Flaska, water recognizes what are your needs in this exact moment. So do you need endurance? Do you need health? Do you need concentration or something? And then when you are drinking, it micro adjusts the its structure, and it gives you what you need. So it goes a little bit with vibrations beyond just connecting H2O molecules, as you see. So yeah, we can dive even deeper into this subject, how I came to this technology, but yeah, it's.
You can.
Yeah. Hurry on, please.
You can.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, I'm considering myself quite not a person flowing in the cloud, if you understand what I mean. But I am open to energy if it comes to me, and I think I received a call from the mountain Roraima. I don't know if you heard of it. It is in Venezuela, or the border from Venezuela to Brazil. It's a big tepui, and up there, I mean, the vibrations. It's like million years back, when nobody is around. The Russians have done the testing of the water there, etc. So it can be a portal to other dimensions, etc., etc. So, but to have to keep the story short, I simply received the call from the mountain, and when you see it, and then okay, let's go. It was a family trip, but as well it was a spiritual trip. You have to approach the mountain in the silence, being respectful. All the garbage goes down as well. It's a 6-day trek to that mountain, and while I was there, I, let's say, went meditating and kind of channeled this information that I'm now sharing with you, and receiving through the means of channeling the special ORO sign which is on each Flaska, which adjusts the frequency to each individual. Of course, this to some people can be totally crazy, and yeah, well, no problem, nobody gets harmed. While some other people understand what I'm talking about, and they will fully understand the powers of the world that we don't see.
Yes. You couldn't be telling us a more perfect time after what we've been meditating for 3 days. Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm so pleased you shared that
Thank
story.
you. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Yes,
No idea.
Yeah, I don't share that story a lot, but well, you are special.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, how wonderful.
Sorry, what was it on the bottle that you were given, the download?
Yes, it was it is the square symbol on the side of it. Yeah, that one.
So when you said that you had the message, it's like in a vision, you had to go there
Yes, and then you are communicating with
the field.
Let's call it a spirit of water. What
Yeah.
it's difficult to explain what kind of entity that could be or what kind of intelligence. It's you more feel it than you see it, and yes, this is what obviously back then, that was in 2013. I was already on this. So the Flaskas before 2013 didn't have this sign, and after this year, we let's say upgraded our technology. So all the time, if something makes sense, then I implement it and see how it works. And yeah.
So do you continue to get messages from source in that way, or is that just like
This was, yeah, this was in a way the main message or the main download, although I constantly receive other information. It doesn't have to be only from, let's say, this part. It can be as well from the understanding how things work all together. So lately, I would say that the biggest influence on my life has Thomas Campbell with his theory of MBT. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's an overarching theory, and it with this one, many things that before that was enigmatic to me, now I kind of okay, now I understand what the system is behind, how everything works.
I'm diving into a little bit of water rustle at the moment and having a bit of like, when is it going to get to that point where I actually can comprehend? Because you read this stuff, you're like, whoa, this is insane. Like, you know, how the periodic table and how elements form into other elements, and I find it fascinating. But I just want that moment where I'm like, oh, that's what that means, and that's why that's so important. So
see, I have the moments without that. See, I'm just like, I'd love to think as well that all of these, like this particular download that you've shared, I'd love to think that you got that because you were so coherent in your brain for the amount of structured water that you've done. You were so open to receive such infinite blessings from the divine, from the water, you know, that could encourage you to do this.
That's it. I just need to down a bottle and read it again.
So is it on the cup, or is it on
yeah, on cup is different one, because the cup is for tea, and obviously a lot of people are using it for coffee as well. So
yes,
we will
or matcha.
Yeah, as well.
Or rosebuds.
So yeah, idea is then the purpose is of course different, because with tea it's more that you enjoy what plants are giving to you. Normally you drink it in the company with someone, or to be with yourself. That should be the best company, etc. So vibrational program for Angelica cup is of course a little bit different for the purpose of that product.
And is there a reason for you calling it Angelica? Because as I work with the psychology of aromatherapy and like clinical aromatherapy, Angelica is a very, very powerful essential oil that I use a lot, and it's been very powerful, especially over the last couple of years. So was there a link with Angelica, the actual plant?
Oof. It's always challenging when you create a new product, what the name would be.
Yeah.
I have to admit that I don't recall a process how I came to Angelica.
It just happened.
Yeah, somehow it happened. Exactly.
Yeah.
So have you had, I mean, apart from some amazing coherence and understanding
and downloads,
have you had any other sort of changes in your own health journey with drinking this water
and from customers?
And customers, yes.
Yeah, that have shared to you.
I'm by nature, I'm, let's say, more focused to the well-being of other people than myself. This is, I mean, it gives me way more satisfaction, and from the other perspective, health as well. When I see that I'm beneficial to other people, then I would be concentrating on the changes just for myself. So I think the most rewarding statements are coming from the mothers, which report back, you know what, our child, they didn't want to drink water, and then we have to give them juices or something with sugar or some sodas, etc. And I mean, we all know that that is not good for health at all. And then they experiment, they give that same child the water from Flaska, and suddenly they start to drink just water, nothing else. And I mean, that is for me the biggest reward ever, because then you are positively influencing a life of a child,
children,
which will children later. I mean, the diabetes too is big now with and other problems. So I mean, we should be drinking just water, and these statements are, yes, and as well animals show clearly which water they prefer most.
And it must, if you're going to infuse things like homeopathy or other, if you're having herbs and things within your cups, it's going to really amp the power of what that can do as well, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, now you're talking as well about the conscious drinking. We should be doing that with all the aspects of our life. If we read something, we should be just reading, or and not watching and listening other things, etc., etc. So just brings confusion. So the conscious drinking, like that drinking becomes a sort of micro meditation that we enjoy every sip. That really amplifies the hydrational effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
And from a vibration point of view, though, it's going to help the vibration of the homeopathy or any herbs, or yes, in that sense.
Yes, I'm not sure that if we fully understand the power of drinking and conscious drinking to our life, because it's difficult to do something if we don't see the result right away. Because I mean, you cannot drink for a day or two and nothing serious will happen. But in a long term, if you do this small change in your life, then it really makes a difference.
Yeah. Although we've had some customers of ours have instant results with drinking structured water. Some, obviously it takes time, but I think some it's been really
people it's we have to be aware here that we are different one person to another, so our sensitivity is different.
Yes,
I was truly, some people are you can see by her expressions, they are blown away by water from Flaska, while others, they don't feel anything. So it is as well how much each person is sensitive, and as well from the other aspect, what kind of water we are putting into the Flaska, because if you are putting, let's call it bad water, not good expression, but stressed water, then the effect will be way higher than if we put good water already. Then of course the difference will be smaller, and as well the amounts of minerals inside, everything has an effect.
Yeah, absolutely. So where do you think you're going to take this next? Do you have any plans, any visions? Because
any downloads coming?
Any
more mountains calling you?
Well, it's because there is so many possibilities. It's always challenging in which direction to go. Now, my latest idea goes into the direction of preparing Flaskas with a little bit more special vibration.
Ooh.
For example, for yoga enthusiasts, for fitness, sports, or on the other hand, we could have Flaska which are more focused on losing weight or helping women at menopause, etc. So we can target that kind of challenges or goals that people have in the life with the programs which are more targeted and have higher efficiency.
So maybe people could message in and have like a specific frequency for a specific thing. Is that something like, can you tailor bottles to individuals, or?
It's a bit fancy.
Yes, the matter of fact is that this is the product that we had. It was called Flaska Unique, but it is a lot of work for me, and not so many people understood it. So we are not promoting that kind of product anymore. But definitely, it is possible to make tailored Flaska for each person. Yeah, for specific purpose. But now I'm more thinking to keep things practical, to have Flaskas for a specific group which has the same goals as mentioned. Yeah.
What's the first thing that come up for you when you said that, when Max said that? Because for me, it was meditating water, because that whole being conscious, having the water and knowing that you're almost increasing the vibration just by being conscious of what you're doing to get to that higher state, to, you know, that other space. What would your choice be? So my choice would be a meditating one, please. Claire,
Okay.
what would yours be?
Put that in my head now. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
What would you like?
I don't know, because I meditate with my machine on. I work with a Bicom, so I tend to put it on a deep relaxation when I'm meditating.
So you're cheating. You're going straight into theta. She's cheating, isn't she? If anybody, well, obviously below, once it gets up on YouTube, comment and we'll see what comes up for everybody.
Yeah,
what seems
yeah,
to be.
that's a great idea. Yeah, let's receive from the people what kind of special vibration they would prefer to have, and
let's see what they say.
Yeah, because it's helping me as well to know in what direction to go.
Yeah.
So mine, now the next one to that would definitely be love.
Yeah.
The world needs
probably in love.
The world needs more love than for our children, don't they?
Does this not have love in it?
Of course.
Yeah, this one, of course. That's basic.
Of course it does. And that's the beautiful part about these, though, because as there are so many gadgets, there's so many different ways to structured water, but this is so inexpensive for what it is. You know, and it's suitable for our kids. You know, my 25-year-old, she's been spoiled with different water containers I may give to her. This one stays constant. And you know, just saying that. So there is something within it. And we always test the waters when we get these different things. And she can taste the difference. I know your boys can as well.
Yeah, they do. Actually, I've stolen my son's bottle because mine's got his name. His name on it. Sorry, Charlie. So yeah, they like their bottles. But yeah, it's absolutely wonderful to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're an absolute inspiration. I just wish that we could sit and chat over a glass of water.
It may be in the near future.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's stay in touch, and we never know what universe will bring to us.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to know specifics, there is so much information on your website. It is you give a lot of information, so thank you so much for that as well. And we do have a discount code, but I can't remember what it is.
But we'll pop that up.
We'll pop it in somewhere, but it will only last
Right.
for a couple of months or a month or so, I think, isn't it? So yeah, so
we'll tell you.
we will tell you, yes. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Max.
Yeah.
Absolute
Thank you.
pleasure.
I enjoyed it a lot. So have a nice day, and let's stay in touch.
Yes,
Yeah,
until
definitely.
next time.
Thank you very much. Lots of love to you.
Thanks,
Take care.
Max.
Bye.
Thank you.